a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on last year's national champions, the TCU Horned Frogs. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Terrapins will kick it off to get us underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Horned Frogs offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Thanks to grab. Turning it on. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Bringing the heat. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, the opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Quick completion to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Maryland Terrapins offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. Inside, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, TCU!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go. And this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Back to throw, it's Bitonio. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Horned Frogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking downfield on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Bitonio. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Flips it out in the flat. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
Right on target this time. Open space at the 25. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The run from the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Maryland!
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll try it again. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback moving. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through one quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Using the quick game. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he... with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The give on the inside. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Wants to fire on second down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Terrapins moving quickly to the line. To throw, it's Spatonio. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pucks it out of the air. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Fires complete on the crosser. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Terrapins are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Terrapins! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Handoff from the gun. He's in open space downfield. Finds some room. Inside the 30. The tag. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Temple. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jim. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Makes the catch just inside the 40. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having some.
Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Elway. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Bitonio. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wide receiver.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here we go. Give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off-play action on first down. It's complete to the right. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll run it from the gun. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. To the air, it's Bitonio. He's got the tight end. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to throw again. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. There he goes. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Terrapins have taken it inside the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Shotgun snap on third down. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. To the air, it's Henderson. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice.
He unleashes a long one. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The RPO fired complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll take another shot here. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Got his man quickly. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Throws for the tight end. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
The play action fake. Here's a heat. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Working that left side now. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. And the Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Moves around to clear up the vision. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go back to the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. The Horned Frogs line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. They get him up rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Pressure coming. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No fair catches here, looking for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Going with the counter play here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He's going to run it. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. Quarterback making adjustments. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. Gives it to the back on the draw. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Henderson. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? He's looking to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Pineda. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. From the gun, Give on the inside. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pocket breaking down. Right on the money. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Fires to the right. Got his man. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a 1st down.
They believe they can run right here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the D does it again. Like, I feel like it's a repeat. You can play that over and over today. They've had a great game against the pass, against the run, limiting the big plays, and they do it again. Just watch them where they're supposed to be. They're physical. They don't give up a lot of tackles, a lot of yards after the tackle. Just a great performance by this team.
3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They're working that left side. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Got a man. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The 30. Inside the touchdown, TCU. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
This has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires on the move. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break. Going the other way, and he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They go right back to him. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.